Welcome back. We are continuing to learn about question words. We're covering standard 1.1. We are printing uppercase and lowercase letters. We are also understanding and using question words. Our question word for today is when. We are also covering language standard 1.2. We are capitalizing the first word in a sentence and the pronoun I. We will also recognize and name and punctuation. Our question word for today is when. When talks about time. So I could say, when do you eat dinner? When do you go to sleep? When is your birthday? So even though that's not talking about the time on a clock, it's still talking about a time of the year. You could say, when does school start? Or when is the first day of school? So when is talking about time. So let me write one of those sample sentences. When does school start? What do we write at the end of our question? A question mark. Okay. The sentence we are going to be writing today is, when do you wake up? When do you wake up? So, count how many words that sentence has. When do you wake up? How many words did you get? I got 5. We start our sentence with a capital, so we need a capital what letter? W. When. W. H. E. N. When. Next word, do. This is a sight word. D. O. It's a sight word because we know D says D and O says aw. So we would think this would say daw, but it actually says do. So that's a sight word. We just have to remember it. When do you spell the sight word? Y-O-U, you. When do you wake? W-A-K. Silent E at the end. Wake up. What do we end our question with? A question mark. When do you wake up? Now we need to answer this question. I wake up at... I want you to answer that question for yourself. I wake up at... So I normally wake up around 6:30 or 7. Now that we are staying at home, I don't have to wake up quite as early as normal. I get to sleep in a little bit. So I want you to complete your sentence. I wake up at... All right, if you need my help, you can watch as I write the sentence. I. When I'm writing the word I, it is going to be a capital. It's also the first word in our sentence. I wake up is right here. So I can just copy that down. I wake up at blank. So if you wake up at 8 o'clock, you could put 8 a.m. Or if you needed more space, you could go down here and you could say 8 o'clock. What do you put at the end of your sentence? A period. So, when do you wake up? I wake up at, and you might not wake up at 8, so make sure you fill this in to what time you wake up. If you wake up at 6 o'clock, you could put 6 o'clock. If you wake up at 12 in the afternoon, that's okay. You just put 12 o'clock. Okay, thank you so much for learning about the question word when. And remember, that refers to time. You're asking about time. When do you wake up? I wake up at. Please make sure you submit a reply with a picture of your work so I can see your awesome sentence. Thank you. Have a great day.